Hello students, I am Vandana Shukla, computer educator at Deep Darshan Vidya Sankul. I hope you all are fit and fine. In this unit, we are going to talk about networking concepts. In our daily life, we come across different types of networks. Let us understand this concept through some examples. Network of roads, railway lines, canals, etc. Communication network of telephone system which enables us to talk to anyone, anywhere, anytime. Network of banks or ATMs, radio, television network, broadcast program live across the globe. Video conferencing is a network that allows discussion between people at far off place. Network of malls, schools, hospitals, etc. all over the country. Internet is an outcome of cyber networking. Imagine life without networking. No phone, no television, no internet. It is unbelievable. Now we will see what is network. A computer network can be defined as a group of computers and other peripheral devices that are linked together for the purpose of sharing data and hardware resources. Each computer in a network is called node. The computer in a network may be linked through the cables, telephone lines, radio waves, or infrared light beams. Network, a group of computers and associated devices that are connected by communication facilities. Network is an interconnected collection of autonomous computers. When two or more computers are joined together so that they are capable of exchanging information, they form a network. Why we require networking? What is the need for networking? First is resource sharing. Through a network, data or software hardware resources can be shared irrespective of the physical location of the resources and the user. Second is reliability. A file can have its copies on two or more computers of the network. Third is reduced cost. Sharing resources reduces the cost. Last is fast communication. Information can be exchanged at a very fast speed. Components of networks. Workstation or nodes. It refers to a computer that are attached to a network. Then server. The master computer is called server. Facilitates the sharing of data, software and hardware concepts. In networking components, the first is network card. Second is networking cable. And the third is hubs and switches. They all play different role in networking components. Let us see one by one. First is network card. A network card is used to physically attach a computer to a network so that it can participate in a network communication. Ethernet network card is the most commonly used network card. Nowadays, motherboards come with inbuilt network card. Networking cable. Modern Ethernet networks use twisted pair cable containing 8 wires. These wires are arranged in a special order and an RJ45 connector is crimped at the both ends of the cable. Hubs and switches. Network cards are used to send and receive data being transmitted over Ethernet cables. When a network has more than 2 computers, we cannot directly connect all the computers together. We need an interface through which the computer can be connected and sending and receiving of data can take place. This function is performed by a hub or a switch. Hubs were the preferred medium in earlier times, but now switches are being used because of their better efficiency. A hub or switch performs the following function: acts as a central point of connection for all of the computers on a network. Every computer plugs into the hub or switch. To arrange the ports in such a way so that if a PC transmits data, the data is sent over the other computer through its network card. Basically, the hub or switch is a box with a set of RJ45 ports. Each computer on a network is connected to the hub or switch via an Ethernet cable. Types of networks: WAN, MAN, LAN and PAN. In this, we will discuss one by one each and every point about LAN, MAN and WAN. LAN stands for Local Area Network. MAN stands for Metropolitan Area Network. And WAN stands for Wide Area Network. Local Area Network. A local area network is a network that is confined to a relatively small area. It is generally limited to a geographic area such as a writing lab, school or building. Rarely LAN computers more than a mile apart. In a typical LAN configuration, one computer is designated as the file server. It stores all of the software that controls the network as well as the software that can be shared by the computers attached to the network. Computers connected to the file server are called workstations. On most LANs, cables are used to connect the network interface cards in each computer. Metropolitan Area Network. MAN is a larger network than LAN. It is spread across a city. Since it covers a city, it is called metropolitan. The most common example of MAN type network is cable television branches of local banks in a city. Wide area network. This kind of network connects two or more computers located at far away places. They are linked by communication facilities like telecommunication or satellite signals. The most common example of WAN type network is telecom system. The uses of WAN is limited to very large organizations and government agencies. The main characteristics of WAN is that it requires a public telecommunication media to transfer data. The best example of WAN are internet and intranet in a large multinational company. ATM facility is the result of WAN. Multinational bank customer services. Now we will see how LAN is different from WAN. LAN, diameter of not more than few kilometers, span entire countries. In LAN, operate at data transfer rate of several Mbps. In WAN, less than equal to 1 Mbps. In LAN, complete ownership by a single organization. In WAN, owned by multiple organizations. In LAN, very low error rate. In WAN, comparatively higher error rates. Now we will see network architecture. Network architecture is an overall design of a computer network that describes how a computer network is configured and what strategies are being used. Computer networks are of two main types: peer-to-peer network and client-server network. Let us see one by one. Client-server network. It is a network where several computers are called clients or workstations. They are connected to the main computer called the server. A server is a computer that provides services to clients and control access to hardware, software and other resources. Clients are the computer which request services like data retrieval, storage, etc. from the server. Peer-to-peer network. Peer-to-peer network where a few computers having equal capacity and capabilities are connected together to use the resources available on the network. In peer-to-peer network, there is no central server. Each computer can act as a server as well as client. Let us see few points about network security. The most important aspect in the computer networking is data security. Since many users are accessing the same data, so we must ensure its proper security. Only authorized persons can access or modify data. Consider the following points that may happen in any organization. Some employees may try to change the data concerning their leave record, salaries, performance apparel, etc. Accidental deletion of important data. Former employees or some other people may try to harm the company's data. Let us try to understand what is network security. Network security means protecting data and resources from access by unauthorized person. There are two general levels of network security. The first is login security. In login security, you are given a unique login name and password. The second is write security. Based upon your username, you are given rights like read-only access or read-write access or no access at all. A combination of rights can also be granted to the same user for different sets of data. Thank you. Happy learning.